guys, it's Ash from Footballita, and today we're joined by Harhys Stewart.
I'm very good. Thank you for having me on the show. I'm excited to be here and answer some questions.
Fantastic. First up, let's talk about your current situation at your club. What's it looking like? Obviously, you play with Jordan in Thailand, so can you share with us?
I think both Jordan and I had a really amazing season in Thailand. Obviously, it didn't start the best for me, but I think we ended it really well, just both on a team note and also personally. So that I was really happy with that. I'm sure Jordan is too. So right now my next season hasn't really been confirmed. So I think it'll be clearer soon, and when everything is confirmed, then I'll let everyone know what's happening. But for now, I can't speak too much on it.
So you're still negotiating, right?
Yes.
Because I saw your contract expires, sort of ends end of this month, so you still have the option to go. But personally for you, if you had the chance, do you want to go over somewhere else besides Thailand, or do you want to still stay in the country?
I think as a player, my ambition was always to go as far as I can and try and go to Europe or other bigger leagues in Asia like Japan. But I think Thailand is also a really great place to develop as a player and also as a person. And I've really felt like I've grown a lot in both aspects in the last 1.5 years. So, I think we'll just see what the future holds for now.
Speaking of Europe, your brother, obviously playing in Lithuania. Do you chat with him, when he's there? Because nobody ever knows what goes on in Lithuania.
Yeah, of course. It's a bit more obscure, so not a lot of people know what's happening there. But I'm lucky that I get to call him, quite often. And, I also get to watch some of the games because there's some links to watch the game. So it's good. I think I'm really excited for him and I'm really proud of him because it's always been our dream to play in Europe. And for him to make that step is a really amazing thing for him and our family.
Yeah, especially about your family. Growing up, I've heard that your father used to train you guys at the void deck. Is that true?
We used to just go to the basketball court or just a patch of grass behind our house, and then me and Rahan would come home from school. We'd finish the homework sometimes maybe not, and then just go and play football. And then when my dad finished his work, he'd come back and then he'd not really train us, but he'd just have fun and just kick around. So yeah, it was really good memories, and it's kind of crazy to see how far it's come.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, since you guys are both, a regular in the national setup now, does your dad still, get involved in your games? Does he give you advice, tips?
Yeah, I think, of course, at the end of the day, he's still my dad, so he always wants the best for me and Rahan. He always watches our games. And he always will send me a message after the game. He's my biggest supporter, but also my biggest critic, which is good because he always wants me to improve and get better. So yeah, he's been really supportive of our journey so far.
I want to chat with you about this trend of heritage players. We ask this every window, but for you specifically, obviously because your dad is Welsh, you could also pass off somewhat as a heritage player. But there are some new ones, in the talks of coming to join the national team. Do you think this helps our national setup? Do you want to see more, or what do you think?
I think, in my opinion, I think we should welcome them. I think it improves the standard, it improves the competition levels. I think that's really good. At the same time, I think we've seen some of the heritage players also have benefits, they don't have to do national service, which is really good for them. I think maybe in that case, we should also try and help local players because we obviously have to go through that, and it's a big obstacle in a lot of people's careers. So I'm not saying that local players don't have to do it, but I think we should definitely help and give more support. But yeah, I'm definitely for increasing the competition levels. I think it'll be really good because obviously these players also come from different backgrounds, different experiences. So I think it can only benefit the team. So I would like to see more come in.
Obviously, we've got Bangladesh next week, but firstly, Maldives. Personally, what are your goals? What do you want to achieve this window?
To be honest, if I get the chance to play, I'm hoping I can help the team. I really want to score. I feel like the last window I had a really good chance, and I'm a bit disappointed in myself. But I'm glad that I have hopefully I'll have another opportunity, and I just want to score and ultimately help the team win. That's the most important thing.
Speaking of scoring, you've got a teammate in Chiang Rai who is scoring a lot of goals, Jordan and Maviwe, shout out to him. So just chat to me about Jordan, is it a new thing for him? Are you happy that he's found himself, I guess?
Jordan's not only just a teammate, but he's also a really good friend of mine. So we hang out a lot off the field. I think I'm really proud of him. I always known from like when I met him in YL, he always wants to be a striker. He always wants to attack, and he never wanted to defend. But I think he's like a really good player, so he can help us both in attack and defense. So I think it's just it'll just create another headache for the coaches, I guess, but a good headache in the sense that we have another really good quality striker to add to the mix, and he can also defend. So it's not up to me to decide, but I'm just really happy for him that he's scoring lots of goals, and I think I'm just excited to see what we can do.
Harhys, can you share with me one trait that was important, that you picked up when you were in Thailand? Because obviously, you're still young, and being overseas, away from your family, away from your comfort zone.
I think, like we know, in the SPL, we don't have a lot of travel, but in Thailand, especially in Chiang Rai, being so like high up in the north, there was a lot of travel, and sometimes some of these cities that we go to is not accessible by the airport, so like we might have to fly to Bangkok and then take like 5-6 hours bus, or in the worst case scenario we had to do like 18-hour bus ride to Khon Kaen for the last game of the season.
Yes.
So like 18 hours there and then play the game and then 18 hours back. So I think at the start I was kind of drained a lot, and I didn't really know how to manage like the recovery very well. So I think that was really important for me going overseas, is like where you're by yourself, and sometimes like no one's there to like kind of help you, like unless you ask for it. Obviously they're gonna help, but no one's like there to be like you're there to take care of you. So I had to really manage how to eat right, like after games, before games, also like take supplements, because the travel is quite brutal in Chiang Rai. So yeah, I think recovery is so important, and I learned how to take care of my body a lot better in Thailand.
What supplements, like maybe you can share, because a lot of kids are young players. Vitamin C.
Yeah, that's I vitamin C every single day, like the
1000 mg or
like the effervescent tablet.
The
yeah, so
okay.
that with collagen is for the joints, and then fish oil.
Yes.
Shout out to Jens, the old fitness coach, for he got me on the cod liver oil.
Cod liver oil, okay.
And then I used to get cramps a lot, even though I back my fitness. I used to get a lot of cramps. So I'd always like wonder, like, is it I'm not drinking enough? And then I'd drink so much water to the point where I have to pee like 5 times before the game and like at half time. But then I realized that I wasn't getting enough electrolytes. So I take electrolytes before the game.
And all that, okay.
No, like just a tablet. It's straight up like salt electrolyte tablets I take. So yeah, it's just a lot of little things that I think they just make a little bit of difference, but at the end it all adds up.
Fantastic. I didn't know that about Harhys Stewart, the supplements guy. Remember guys, if you want to get fit and get your joints ready for a game, remember the collagen.
Collagen with vitamin C.
Together. You have to eat it together.
Yeah.
Like with the meal, right? Usually.
I know, honestly, that's another thing in Chiang Rai. I like, because my diet, I kind of changed it a little bit. So now like I don't really have like a heavy breakfast, so I just have fruit. So like I just, in the morning, I think it depends on training. Obviously, if you have training in the morning, then you want to get carbs in. But for me, I train in the afternoon, so I don't like to eat a lot in the morning. So I just have fruit, like maybe like an orange or like some like watermelon. It was very cheap to get fruits in Thailand.
Yep, it is.
And then I just have my vitamin drink. That's all I have. And then I wait and work out, and then have lunch, and then that's when I kind of get more carbs in my diet.
All these tips are very good from Harhys. So before we go, there's a lot of young players. I know you're young, but a lot of younger players in the academies watching this. Harhys, do you have any tips for them? Anything you want to say to these kids?
I think obviously you have the cliche things like keep working hard, listen to your coaches. But the reason that they're cliche is because it's true, But I think one thing that I would like to, not tell like the younger Singaporean players, just like believe in yourself and dream big, because I think sometimes we look at other countries and we kind of like look at them in high regard, but I think we need to realize that Singapore has like many good players, and like the difference is like not as big as we think it is, and like us as individuals, that's how we're going to improve the national team. Like we can go overseas, get exposure, like take risks, be selfish, and like try and improve ourselves, and by doing that we'll as a whole improve Singapore football. So that's what I like to say to the younger players, like, believe in yourself, go out there, take risks, and if it doesn't work out, it's okay, just keep going, try again.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Harhys, and great tips as well. We've learned a lot. All the best for the upcoming window. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.